What is going on, Elf Hunters? Hope everybody's having a very wonderful hump day Wednesday. We got a little bit of price action moving here in the past 30 minutes or so. Yesterday was kind of a chill day. We've been kind of ripping pretty good over the two previous weeks. So, yeah, kind of a nice little sideways day for the most part yesterday. Kind of chopped base a little bit. Nice little gap up here to start the day. Push got a little aggressive to the upside, and, and then we kind of came back aggressive to the downside. We did make it barely negative over the past 10 minutes, just barely. Maybe we're about to make it negative now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, we did get some jobs data revision, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. Let's just go through these markets real quick. SPY basically even, slightly negative right there. All right, Q's negative slightly. IWM a little bit positive, about 0.25% higher. Not crushing it, but was doing pretty good early on. DIA, okay, it's been pretty sideways over the past day or a day and a half. Yeah, you can see some pretty good volatility there on the DIA today. All right, RSP, 0.25% higher. Nice little gap up there on the RSP, trading higher. All right. RSP, daily picture, it has continued higher. I mean, it's getting pretty close back to its all-time highs. We're real close. DIA, having a little bit more of a pullback day today. IWM, starting to maybe go sideways here. If we can go sideways maybe another day, we'll see what it looks like maybe tomorrow. Possibly looking to go bearish. Not bearish. Pardon my French. Did not mean the French word there. Bullish. So possibly be looking for that maybe going into Friday if we maybe hanging out tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Q's. Nice little upper wick there. Okay. SPY has continued higher. How high did you get there? Ooh, we do have a little bit of an overlap. Barely, maybe with the all-time high day that we had back on July 16th. It looks like we got a little bit of an overlap on those wicks. Hold on, no. It is so close. So the low July 16th was 562.10. The high today, 562.11. So we have like a penny overlap there. So we do have a little bit of an overlap. So basically we did kind of fill this gap. Okay. Kind of sneaky if you weren't really paying attention to that. As far as the data, the jobs revision number that we did get this morning, about 30 minutes after the market opened, we got this non-farm payrolls annual revision. This is like a quarterly revision that they do the trailing 12 months, is my understanding. Not something that you track a whole lot, right? It's a data number that comes out quarterly, but it did come in hugely negative, right? Minus 818, which the article we looked at yesterday, the big banks were expecting anywhere from like a 360 reduction to like a 500 reduction to 700,000 reduction to, I think Goldman Sachs had like 1 million reduction. So there you go. It's a reduction of 818,000. So almost 1 million. It's pretty close. Pretty close for, whatnot. But so that's, I guess my understanding is through March, the previous 12 months. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. U.S. employment falls. Let me just open this, see if we can. The U.S. economy employed 818 fewer people than initially as of March 2024. So that is through March of this year, but that's the previous 12 months. So basically April of 2023 all the way through March of 2024. So all the non-farm payroll numbers, you can basically just reduce those previous 12 months down 818,000. There you go. Showing the market may have been cooling long before initially thought. And that's why people are saying, like, we don't trust the data. We haven't been able to trust the data for a couple of years now. The revisions are a yearly practice. Okay, so this is a yearly thing. Okay. So the revisions are a yearly practice from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Final revised numbers are expected to be released early next year. So I'd imagine that's probably for Q1. The final numbers for Q1 of this year through March 2024. I'd imagine the ones last year, those are probably locked in. Some, yeah. I mean, don't really hear about that much, mostly because there you go. It's an annually updated number. Sounds like they go back, they finalize the previous year, and they kind of revise Q1 of the current year. Yeah, it's interesting. They do it in August, so about the same time they do Jackson Hole, which is probably a big reason why you probably never heard of it before. I mean, because if they're doing it the same week of Jackson Hole, obviously in the investing world is talking about Jackson Hole, not that data revision number. So there you go. Take a look at transports, IYT. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Looking all right. Obviously, it's down way, way, way much from back in March. So looks all right though. I mean, it is positive today, up 0.5%, so that looks pretty decent. VIX, interesting. VIX is higher today, and we're not really seeing the bearishness. Let me see here. So we kind of bottomed out here on the VIX back in, I'd say early July before we started rolling over. When did the interesting. So early July, I mean, we went on a pretty good run there for half a month before we actually topped out on the market. All right. So I have to see how that looks. All right. Doesn't mean we couldn't keep going higher on the market. It's all I'm checking. We could definitely keep going higher. Okay, DXY getting into that 101.3 zone. Going to be already trying to see a bounce here. So we'll see how that shapes up here over the next couple days. GLD Gold Trust. Yeah, looking pretty good. Pulling back a little bit today. Nothing crazy. 10-year yields. Moving lower just a tad. All right, 10 and 2 inversion. Turn off the log. Bouncing here on the 10 and 2 inversion. Okay. HYG. Looking pretty good. Probably continues higher. Don't see why not. LQD. Oh yeah, LQD definitely looking pretty good now. So we're getting back to the highs that we had back in the beginning part of 2023. Okay. LQD looking pretty good. TLT has not made it back to the highs that we had early in August, but it doesn't look too bad right now. Definitely gonna be curious when we get to Friday, because that's when we're gonna get Jerome Powell to give a little statement. It takes like 5-10 minutes for him to give his statement on what the Fed kind of talked about at the FOMC this week. So that'll be the thing Friday morning, 30 minutes after the market opens. So yeah, as far as that, just be aware of that if you're going to be adjusting positions and stuff like that as we go into Friday. As far as sector rotation here for the day, financials lower end of the day, real estate lower end of the day, healthcare, communications underperforming, tech outperforming a little bit, industrials doing pretty decent, staples, utilities, materials, energies, and discretionaries. Yeah, we know energies got smashed yesterday, so getting a little bit of a bounce back. There you go. And as far as intraday price action, financials definitely at the lower end of the day. Staples, real estate, healthcare, industrials, and discretionaries all underperforming. Communications, tech, energies, materials, and utilities at the higher end of the day.